Is what it is. Let me know your opinions and that, people. Get your opinions in, from us. Appalling. The wickedest thing is that in so many ways, I don't think it's the worst performance in the world, but in so many ways, I'm not gutted at losing to Liverpool. As I'm kind of numb to losing to Liverpool. They smack us up all the time. I am gutted to not make a final, being 90 minutes away. And I keep saying it. I'm gutted that there's regrets. At the end of the day, Liverpool scoring 2 goals or Jota scoring 2 goals, it shouldn't be that deep. They're a good team. But it's great play from them, but you've handed that to them. The second goal, appalling. The first goal, switching off and appalling. Poor in the transition. Not taking our chances, not having a lot of quality, not looking after the passes, not reacting. Ultimately, this game was won or lost when the first goal went in. Liverpool showed why they've won a Prem and they're in a final and they're doing their things, and we crumbled. All I asked for was no regrets. Defenders, win your battles. Strikers, take your chances. Midfield, show up. And to be honest, I can't begrudge the players. A lot of you haven't had training sessions, got your own individual problems, and you've played today. A bit of the issue is the lack of playing in the squad. We knew in August we needed to pattern this midfield. Lokonga is feeling sorry for himself. Better second half. He's feeling sorry for himself. He's bottling. He needs his hand held. You're leaving him out there. Where is the experience number 6? He's not showing for the ball to the point where we know he's on the left-hand side so Tierney can go forward. And Odegaard's on the right. We probably need them to switch so Lokonga feels better, but we can't. You haven't got those press resistance number 8. So our centre-back and goalkeeper are overcompensating. Laka, who was toothless today, is dropping deep. Saka is going forward. No one's overlapping. There's a lack of options. We were poor with the decisions we had and the chances we had. We were good for about 10 minutes. A lot of it is down to the planning. There's a lot of naiveties. This team will live or die by this midfield. Bare regrets today. I apologize on the team's behalf of what's going on, man, because that's not how you play a semi-final. Did not react after conceding that first goal. We felt sorry for ourselves. Partey smoking the finest. Stupid decision. That sums up today. Now you're out. We're waffling about we can't wait till you're back. You're there, Burnley. Hopefully that means we're going to sign a midfielder now. Tierney, Martinelli. I ain't really, Ramsdale, I think you could have done better for both the goals, but it's their sequences that could have been stopped before you. So you lot do your thing. Ben White, players are not looking over their shoulder. Ben White not looking over your shoulder. You're still my guy, but look over your shoulder. Tomiyasu, you're my guy, but you was terrible today in all aspects of the word. You're not defending. You're not offering a threat going forward and helping with the overlap. You're giving Saka poor service. You're terrible, just terrible defensively. Sat on your ass by your. You're still my guy, still a good player, but it is what it is. Can't really say nothing about Gabriel. You're part of a calamity. I can't really get on to you. Tierney, I felt you had commitment. Martinelli, although you lost the ball in the build-up to the second where you slipped, I think you're the only one that did a thing. Saka, you was here and there. Saka, Odegaard, Smith-Rowe, you was in the game here and there. But ultimately, decision-making from all three was at levels. Lacazette, anonymous, really. But hey, goals change games. In the first 20 minutes, as we always see, first 20 minutes, Liverpool was sloppy, had no outlet, not looking after the ball, should have taken your chances, didn't. Goals change games. And it did, because Liverpool woke up and looked like the Liverpool side they do, and we went into a ball. Too easy for Liverpool on the transition today. Obviously, we haven't got the rugged defensive stuff that we typically have, but we're getting bypassed. And this goes back to the Newcastle winning the Premier League. It's too easy to walk past. I don't care if it's 2 number 8s or 2 soft youths out there or pretty boys. It's too easy. Because you look at them City boys, not everybody's like Fabinho. It's too easy. People are walking past. Come on. The final third, people are not offering options. It's a semi-final. You're away from Wembley. You've already went out of a cup. What is going on? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. In many ways, I don't think it was the most terrible performance, but you could have just done so much different. Can't really make subs, even though players are looking tired out there because of, a lack of level. There's nothing that's levels to really throw on. Congratulations to Liverpool. But again, this showed why our players are still naive, It shows why when you play them Norwiches and Newcastles and them teams, you can get away with bookie moments. You can't do it against these teams. We didn't take our chances. We didn't create enough. Our centre-backs and probably our goalkeeper and our striker are overcompensating because there's nothing in our midfield. I keep saying we're going to live or die by this midfield. Bag of issues, man. How we're cut open on the transition, and we should have conceded more. If K Gordon and Minamino should have scored today. Shout out to Liverpool, man. But what else can you say? But you're out of the cup, innit? Like, it's another cup exit. It's top 4 or bust now, innit? And boy, if you lot carry on with them naiveties, you're gonna be in problems. And what I would say now is you lot go have your shower, dust yourself off, fucking fix up. Because you got Burnley, you were fighting relegation at to come to the Emirates. Midweek, you've got Wolves now. It's all you got to play for now. Pattern up. Simple as that. We were the best team for 20 minutes. 22nd minute, they've scored. And then after that, we let them settle. They got high up the field. Curtis Jones being a nuisance. Firmino moving mad. Their goal was absolutely disgusting, as you saw. Jota's the first goal from Trent to Jota to Firmino, the second goal, one pass. When you play Liverpool, as I'm saying, us with our limited resources, you've got to worry about the movement. We didn't look like we've ever watched Liverpool play. The fullbacks are where the game is going to be won or lost. Shout out to Martinelli and Tierney. The rest of you, boy. What more can you say? What more is there to say, man? Congratulations to Liverpool, better team. Showed why they're doing what they're doing. I'd say 2-1 in Liverpool's favour. I wasn't far off. I would have loved to have been wrong, but I never lied to you lot. Disappointing, man. You saw at base level, you saw a street smart team, because a real signs of a team is at your worst, how can you play? And I'm sure Liverpool fans would say they've probably played worse, but that weren't a Chris Liverpool performance. They walk away with a clean sheet, a place in the final, and it doesn't matter how you do it. Ultimately, that's the naiveties. Naiveties in a lot of players. Limitations in a lot of players. Limitation in the depth. You're relying on Partey to come back in. He's moving drunk. Like I said, he must have had He must have had Ray Neff on the plane home from Ghana, because he's bugging out today, man. He was actually doing all right when he got introduced. Again, Tomiyasu's still my guy. Had a bad day at the office. It is what it is. Multiple players had a bad day. Lokonga, I hope you learn from these tough lessons in the future. Lacazette, anonymous. Smith Rowe, so-so. Odegaard, so-so. Saka, so-so. Ben White, shaky. Gabriel, not really anything to say. Ramsdale, positioning dodgy, but not really anything to say. Committed performance from Tierney, I believe. That's it. I don't know what you mean by it wasn't the worst performance. 15 minutes of the first half is all we played. I've seen us play a lot more trash. Definitely seen us play a lot more trash. Have no faith in Arteta anymore, DG, for your own well. I mean, let's calm it down a bit. Let's calm it down a bit. I'm not gonna go that far, but bloody hell, I know Arteta's the worst manager in the world now. Tomiyasu's the worst right back in the world now. And I can imagine now all the meltdowns that's going on. Oh, it's amazing being a fucking Arsenal fan at times, ain't it? Bro, Curtis Jones a baller. I'm going to blame Xhaka if he didn't get sent off last week. Partey ain't getting shoehorned. Probably, but I mean, he's not playing. He's irrelevant. He's irrelevant. It's only, it's the relevance to what's going on. I don't know who DJ is, but when you find out who DJ is, let me know. No hard feelings. Bro, you can't have hard feelings. I'm vexed with my team. I'm not vexed with Liverpool. I know the banter is great in that, but Liverpool did what they needed to do. And as I said, Liverpool, please. The only time I'm going to be vexed with you if you lot mess around in the final. All German affair with the coaches, you lot need to move to Tuchel. Since Arsenal last scored a goal, they have had 3 different players sent off and have lost in all 3 different domestic competitions. Is there any words? Is there any words? Do I have any words? Speechless. Big up you lot, man. You don't listen. Make sure you win the thing, man. Bro, this team has been lucky so far to be in the top for a race. It's all down to bad form from other teams. I mean, we still have to win games, innit? Do I think there's a lot of question marks over Arsenal? Of course, but I'm not going to belittle what we're doing. Consequences of underinvestment, immaturity in the players, naivety, and relying on kids. Liverpool's experienced players, you know, it's about how you are at your worst. Liverpool's experienced players bucked up their ideas. And it's not necessarily through age. We showed inexperience. Turn off my TV, man. I'll watch the game tomorrow morning. I ain't watching that again now. Hey, Edu, make sure you're hollering, Pete. Make sure you're getting the midfielders in, man. Man, I'm not ready right now, man. White's a decent player. Saka's a decent player. You don't shine shit overnight, blood. Our midfield is retired, man. Well, Tomiyasu's not that guy for that stuff, man. But it's cool, man. Told you we'd bought it. Well, I said Liverpool win 2-1. I weren't far off. I don't care about being right, but I just care about regrets because I know you're not going to have a bag of regrets. Trust, bare ouches, man. Nah, I always watch the games again, man. It's only one game. We should get the result we should have at Anfield. It's not only one game, though, is it? Because these same nonsenses you see, as I keep saying on my damn channel, where I sound like a broken record, you see these same things whether we win, lose, or draw. Fair enough, though. And again, you don't get points for playing well. You don't get points for playing well for parts of the game. You don't get top 4 for playing well. You played well in some stages. I think you had a better reaction. We had a better reaction in the second half. Ultimately, the reality is too open on the transition, very naive, sloppy across all aspects, compounded by the goals we've conceded, by the lack of chances we've missed, people not looking after the ball. Just terrible. The only shining light for me would be Tierney and Martinelli. But at the end of the day, 90 minutes away from a final, you're out. You know, you look better at Anfield with 10 men. The fans did their part. Arteta did his part. You can see Arteta telling man to press and they're not pressing. For Arteta and Edu, this is indirectly you lot's fault as well because the playing squad is atrocious. Respectfully, you know, I'm not even talking about ability, the sheer depth. As much as these players played poor, and again, I don't think I'm caring about the fitness because Tomiyasu, fit or not, you know when you need to pass the ball and not get dilly-dallying in possession. And half of you didn't have the right boots on. But I give credit to Smith Rowe, Tomiyasu, Partey, definitely not for your red card, but for coming back and half of these other things. We've got them. We've got a naive Lokonga in the middle of the park. We're going to live or die by midfield. This ain't isolated to this game. At the end of the day, there's no need to scream and shout. It's not that deep. It is that deep. We're out. We still got a lot to play for. But we're talking about the same things. And I've been talking about the same things. I've been very consistent. Those of you that have been on my channel, it's the frustration because insanity is the definition of doing the same things again and again, expecting different things to happen, innit? DJ, I swear you said he could play a midfield short-term deal. Who? Don't fucking subscribe then. Suck your mum then, man. What the fuck? Get out of here, man. I won't subscribe. Do you think I give a fuck about whatever your name was? Come on now, man. Like, fuck out of here, pussy or you, man. Probably Vlahovic isn't coming, my guy. Arsenal again consistently disappointing the fan base, and it starts at the top, shit downwards. The players are on levels. I wouldn't care about losing if we did play like we did at Anfield, bro. At the end of the day, it's a cheap way to go out. As good as Liverpool were, we just handed it to them, man. Why did we even bring Partey on? I can't lie, it was needed at the time, but yeah, man, he shanked it, innit? Like, again, this Amazon documentary is gonna be so lit. I can't lie. We're definitely watching it together on Twitch doing watch parties. Very weird comment, man. I hope he finds place in his heart to heal, man. That's one weird done, bro. Weird Donnies. Weird. That's why I won't subscribe. Fuck him anyways, man. I just don't think right now top 4 is okayish, but with no mid, not a strong enough striker, might as well not even think about it. Let's chase Deucin. Bro, we have to open our eyes, and with his team we can't make top 4. We're not strong enough. We can get some experienced players. We can't be a team, but all or nothing's going to be crazy. Martinelli and Odegaard showed up. The rest just were not the races today. Rochelle, Tierney, Defo showed up more than Odegaard. Odegaard better second half, I believe, but in and out the game ultimately. Boy, I don't think about it, the more I'm getting annoyed, man. It is what it is, man. It's happened, innit? Not much you can do. First things first, 415 likes. If you hit the like button, appreciative of that. Bro, Matip and Van Dijk were trying their best to play shit. They lose. Well, not really Van Dijk. Matip was trying to lose the ball. Matip said, you know what? I got a thing in London, you know. Klopp, I beg you, take me off. Let me go have a quick shower and go do this thing. Maybe Partey did as well. That's why he got sent off, innit? His galley missing him. Boy, he's been in Ghana for how many weeks? His brother said, you know what? Let me just beat the traffic, get sent off. I'm coming to see you. What? You got Curry got there, Jollof? I'm coming through. Partey probably did that, man. Partey probably, you know, probably wants to rave as well, man. Shout out Partey, man. Well, not shout him out for what he did today, but boy. I mean, it's very likely we not finish top 4. That's why I always say Europe, the position you find yourselves in, if you don't finish top 4, there's question marks, but you need to be getting Europa League minimum. How do we show more heart at Liverpool with 10 men by home? We looked up, but we showed heart for 10 minutes and it looked like the mighty Ducks thing. And then, wait. And you look at the statistics, Liverpool had 54% possession. They had 11 attempts. We had 7. 2 shots on target. They had 3. We made 10 tackles. They made 22. We had 13 fouls. They had 10. We completed 366 passes to their 425. And then if we look at some other graphics, we had 7 shots. They had 11. We had 2 on target. They had 3, as I said. In fact, I don't know why that was on Anfield Watch. Their passes acting is incorrect because when you look at it here, it says they made 527 passes. We made 454. Great stuff. Ciao. What else is there? Sorry, folks. I'm trying to find what Twitter account am I going on? Hey, to be honest, it's probably dark arts from Partey, man. He probably feels just like how we do. We need a midfielder. But Arsenal have now gone 8 hours and 35 minutes of play since they last scored a goal against Liverpool in all comps. Inferiority complex. Partey, 2 fouls, 2 cards. Again, you look at Fabinho and all them, man, they didn't. So that's time for Partey to learn. Jota has scored 6 in 6 against us. He scored 7 in total against us. That's 6 in 6 in his last 5 against Arsenal. He scored 7 against us in total. I feel even low-key Ramsdale's positioning was poor today. Lacazette has made more fouls at a point than he had completed passes. "43 goals conceded in 16 against Klopp. Complete domination by the Anfield men." Remember them games? I remember, I'm actually 26. I'm not that old, but I'm starting to remember when it was actually a half-even contest between us. Shout out Liverpool, man. Complete domination. Regular story. Playing well in patches, ultimately losing. Big up Gunners, DG, chat. Respect, guys. We'll take it to the Chelsea scum. Get behind us. I mean, I'll support you for 90 minutes. Appreciate the super chat. See you later, people. Gonna catch an early one. Go to sleep, man. Appreciate that, man. Go and get some sleep, man. Maybe a certain someone could have helped you today, but he was busy getting rid of Algeria. Don't tell Arteta that. Shout out, party. Trust the process. Rubbish. Scapegoating Aubameyang. Right. I mean, can we focus on this game? I think people are, I'm not that they're overdoing it, but come on now. What's all that about? Come on now. We lost the game of football. We can talk about losing the game. This is Arsenal fans are weird, man. You lot, but one loss and it's all flipped on its head. It's just like I'm not even backing Arteta. I'm not Arteta in or out. I support my bloody football club. There's reasons for when he's done well, reasons when he's done better. But Arsenal fans can't keep doing this. They'll go on a little run. Not that we haven't had a wobble. We've gone out of the cup. Things have happened. We should have a dip. We had a bit of a dip, but we'll win the game and then the claws will come back out and then we'll win. If we beat Burnley or Wolves, it's the best thing since sliced bread. We always play like this. Win, lose or draw. There's many consistent elements. But big up everybody tuned in. If it's not champs, I don't want it, DG. Boy, you have to realize where we're at, man. So who we play in the pivot versus that Burnley side, they're rough, bro. When you find out, tell me, man. Tell me. Man said private jet funds wasted by Arsenal. Boy. I'm telling you, Partey's trying to get us a midfielder, folks. He understands. He understands that his partners that he's playing with are rubby. Jack him on the block like Werner, backward lurker. I call that's a banger still. Just like, we dropped a new shirt though, innit? Midfielders, need strikers. Hey guys, let's drop some new merchandise. What a class, I love us, man. Drip or drown. I mean, we're drowning with the drip, but yeah, man. Martinelli looked very isolated at times. Let's be honest, we were forcing that one to Martinelli. It's a banger that I was listening to that today. Boy, what a game, man. You need Vlahovic. Hey, we need Jesus, blood. Laka was meaty today, but even fans start. If you turn on Laka, obviously, if you had a bad game, you have a bad game. But half of you are wanking over Lacazette. When I told you when it's crunch time, certain men are not levels. Oh, but he's good for the young players, this and that. And Laka, he still is that. But when it's crunch time, certain man, it's not levels. Just like when you look, fuck it, man. He wasn't fit. Tomiyasu, Smith Rowe, half of them are not fit, but that's still no excuse. They're playing at the end of the day. It's a big ask, and as I said, commendable from all of them for still risking it. But at the end of the day, it's meaty, man. That only goes so far. Are you injured? When you had to play that perfect plaster Saka, is it because you're, obviously you're gonna have a bit of ring rust, but is that because you're injured, or have you just played the wrong, or not fit, or you just ain't played the right pass? I have sympathy for Tomiyasu. This is the worst game to come back after being injured, but is it because you're injured, or was you doing dumb shit? And at the end of the day, as much as clearly, if a man's not fully fit, we all understand football, but you've passed fitness tests, you're playing. Me as a fan, it's not for me to really look and say, the physio said he's in the red zone. You're fit, you're playing, your name's on the team sheet. Once you cross that chalk, you're there, innit? You're absolutely there. Wait. He did, but Martinelli's the only one on crud today, man. No one else on that. And Tini as well. Got a rest from the bud. There's no rest, man. Just play shit. Right, come on. I still retain faith in Lukonga, but I mean, he's at that point. He's got to come out the side now, but you can't because who else are you throwing in? What was the number one reason you lot lost this game? I would say not reacting when we conceded. And that's a shame for me because I think that highlights naivety. Did you really expect naivety, I'd say, but if you expect to not concede a goal against Liverpool across 180 minutes of football, boy. And this is it, man. This is where it becomes unbearable. Again, if you think top four is over or if you think we have a chance, you're allowed that opinion. It's just for Arsenal, and I'm sure all clubs really, it's just you win one game, we're doing this. We lose one game, we're doing that. Come on, man. Like, that's the worst thing. That's the thing that's probably more unbearable than just hearing this than just losing, really. Martinelli was good. Now I see why Lokonga was taking out the firing line. I can't lie. As I said, it's like Lokonga plays with something on his face. He can't look over his shoulders. I did think he had a tiny bit of second half, but yeah, man. Line up every player and give him a spanking. I would say no dinner today, man. Some of you no dinner, bro. Only Tierney and Martinelli. You man get dinner. Some of you need to go to bed with just water, blood. You didn't look like you ain't earned no food. Only player without rest was I don't think it's a lack of rest. We just naive. But at the same time, we got to be fair to some players. It doesn't matter if you've had rest or not. If you've not trained and you're not fit, you're not fit. But I would say the game came down to naiveties. All right, hey, G1. Don't be silly. Some things, death taxes and that. Come on now. Let's not talk too tough. Send the flavors. Oh, what? Liverpool has always been a class above Arsenal. Shout out Liverpool, man. Yeah, in the last 30 years, we've probably won more Premier Leagues than them. I had to get it in there, man. Come on, be gracious in defeat, man. I got nothing left but throwing banter, man. I think Odegaard reacted. But I would class him as so-so. In the first half, he was here and there at occasions. You weren't really active like that, I would say. A better second half. But again, when it came to it, decision making from Odegaard for one chance, Saka for another, Smith Rowe for one, Lacazette, it weren't there. It was there from Liverpool. Raw. Smith Rowe's passing has always been meaty, to be honest. He's not a midfielder. I hear that. Arteta out is trending on Twitter. Oh, fuck enough. Right. Even if you genuinely think Arteta is or isn't the man, that's not the problem. It's just it's so hinging on a result. Hurrah, Klopp said Martinelli, by the way. Everyone should remember the name. Lovely. But rappers should stick to rapping, man. These rappers are coming out and capping on the net now, man. Boy, it is what it is, man. Shit, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. What do we actually do to improve here, man? Because our issue is consistency, but how do you fix that? Bro, I'm not being funny. A lot of these players, it's the same mistakes. You can take people to the water, but the coach's staff, the players have got to want to drink. Can take you to the water. And hell yeah, Jay, like French Montana says, man. Bro, man, they're celebrating tackles and shit. They need to calm down. Bro, Jota always does us in, man. Always finesses us and rips us, man. There's nothing else to say, really, is there, people? Like, listen, as I said, if you're Wenger, if you do not think Arteta is the man, or you legitimately think he's the man, I can't tell you nothing. I've got nothing against that. My thing is people that literally, if we beat Burnley, will say he is the man, or we lose today, say he isn't the man. People that according to the 90 minutes, because you've got no opinion, really and truly. You're just doing the mad thing. 21st of Jan, and we have nothing to play for besides the top 4 finish, which we sacked Wenger for continuously achieving. How far we fallen, DG? It hurts. Way up. What a week it's been for Arsenal, innit? In all aspects. Today's performance comes like your little brother trying to square up to you. At some point, you have to pull rank and fold him up. Arsenal got humbled. Klopp don't even care about this cup. Trust me. Klopp is like, oh, we made a final? Oh, what is this? This doesn't have big ears like the Champions League. This doesn't look like the Prem. What is this? Is this the English Super Cup? What is this? What would you change about Arsenal if you were the boss? Well, the culture, the recruitment. Arteta isn't to blame. I mean, everyone's to blame, man. The fuck? We win, lose, or draw together, man. When we win, everyone gets praise. When we lose, everyone gets praise. Trust. And I'm pretty sure Spurs fans were probably slagging off their team until that. But that's how football fans are. I'm sure United fans, they beat Brentford 3-1. A lot of people will talk about papering over the cracks, but a lot of people don't care. A lot of people, football's very emotional. People just, if we win, I don't care. If we lose, I want to hear everything. Balance isn't cool. There's probably people throwing up everything, moving mad, carrying on. I'm pretty sure you lot are going off to watch them. After you hear your common sense here, you're going off to watch the meltdown. And I respect it. For the last few weeks, I've been watching United, Chelsea, Spurs channels and laughing my head off. So I respect it. Too much is happening at this club. Just need a 2-3 days. You're asking a lot, man. Some man are begging Freddie to stay. Ooh. A man said I don't care about Villa anymore. Exactly. What's next for Arsenal? We need to go church or mosque or some place of religious worship and repent for sins and ask God to bust us, really. Juventus are trying to get ahead of the competition and bring Vlahovic to Turin immediately. The proposal for Florentino includes money and a player. That player included could be Kulusevski. Gets bad the word, isn't it? Arsenal have 3 times as many red cards as in 2020 as goals in 2022. And again, it's no byproduct. Partey's just the latest one. How many brain farts are there defensively? How many stupid decisions are there to red cards? That is what the team is. And a lot of it is naiveties. But this team have a lot of bad habits to unlearn. And we're not learning it. It does experience and young players are doing it. I've got more time for the young players, as I said. But certain players are doing the same things game in, game out. Whether they've played today or not. Who don't hear must feel, and these players are going to feel it until they hear it. But anyways, it is what it is, man. Good news, though, people. Come on, man. Man aren't talking to me about Jay Lings and that. Allow me, man. 10 a.m. I'm going to be live on Twitch. 11:30 I'm going to be live on YouTube tomorrow. It is what it is. I'm off to download this live stream and cut up some of these clips for you guys. I'm off to record a review for Mo as well. So is what it is, but a couple more things. Smash the like button. It's hard to watch some of the other channels after watching this. I don't do the whiff waff. There's none here. Appreciate that, my guy. Unpopular opinion. No signings this month or on loan opponent. Not being pessimistic. I hope that really is an unpopular opinion. Tomiyasu was poor, but still a skeng, man. Simple as that. I ain't taking Jay Lings, man. Don't cry yourself to sleep, that. Man, I'm crying. You and Mo are the best. I don't know about the best, but I appreciate that. One thing I don't understand, DG, how as a major footballing club business valued at 2 billion, how do we appoint a novice manager and director of football to run it? Unbelievable. The culture comes from the gaff, from those upstairs. If you wanted to be winners, we'd win shit. This is the best place to come for level-headed Arsenal analysis. I can't lie, you lot, man. Stop cutting onions in this place, man. Ben White prefers to be called Benjamin. Maybe if you watch football, you'd know why you need to look over your shoulder when you're playing people like Yotta. Bless me. And Tomiyasu, a great defender, but he gets away with a lot. 14 red cards since 2019, 6 more than second place Brighton. Again, that has to be a byproduct of us doing dances because there's different players as well, and it's the same old issues. Way. It's what it is.